Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. And my name is Yogesh Dhruv, and I'm a mindfulness coach. I welcome everyone in on my channel today. So very happy and excited for the topic today because so I just want to tell you, that if you like this channel, please don't forget and please subscribe to the channel so that you get new videos and updates in your inbox, and so that you can watch them again and again. So you will see more and more content from my channel, and it will be useful in your life, so the life you love, and you know be successful that way. So today the topic is interesting topic, very exciting one. So how I overcome fear of losing my relationships. So how I overcome fear of losing my relationships. Very exciting topic, right? So any relationships, I mean, you have, like father and son, or father and daughter, or you have a relationship with your siblings, so brothers, sisters, niece, nephews, all those relationships with your family members. Then of course, if you are married, then you have relationship with your wife or your spouse, so that's another spouse relationship. Then you have relationship with your colleagues in your in your work or in your business, or you have relationship with your team members, your staff, your people in your work, or your business, in your office. So all this relationship is everywhere. Then with your children, when you have a children, so with your son or daughter, all these relationships, then grandchildren, if you have grandchildren, they have relationship with them. So all this relationship, how, if you are like you have fear of losing them at some point in your life, how to overcome them, how to overcome this fear. So yes, so very interesting. So let me give you a couple of techniques here. So the first technique would be to go deep down into the fear. So we need to really understand what is that fear in that relationship, in that situation. So if you go deep into that, the process becomes very, very simple. And so what I do is asking, 5 times certain question, that what will happen then? Just one simple question. Every time, do it for 5 times and see the result. So let me give you an example, so that you understand better. So I had, a situation with with uh, with my wife, you know, where she had some, health challenge, and she believes in very, like more of holistic and naturopathy in her life, and I do the same way. So I also believe and practice all the natural remedies, home remedies, versus putting all this other, like chemicals or things in your body. So but the thing happened is that, she was having a very serious illness. And doctors, like, we went, like, did some testing and reports, like CT scan and, MRI, and, blood work and x-rays and all that. And there was a serious situation. So he said, okay. So I was, in a way, I was trying to agree to doctor's opinion about the treatment. And that treatment involves, some medications and, medical intervention. So, but my wife was not ready. She did not accept that treatment, and she refused. So I I was in, like, we were in that some of the arguments, and, some kind of fear and resistance. And I was in that fear of losing the relationship. Oh man, I mean, it was stressful. It was really, that the fear went really down into my thoughts and feelings in the body for a couple of nights. And I could not sleep well. I could not rest well. I could not take care of my well-being. And, I had all the um, stresses in my organs, my, like, a kidney and, urinary tract got, infected, and all those things. So there was a fear. And so what I did is asking this question, that what will happen, you know if I lose this kind of relationship? What will happen? Or if she gets ill, and, more and more deteriorating the health, what will happen then? What will happen then? So ask this question. Is I asked it a couple of times, and then I said, okay, it will happen like this. It will, like, I will be lonely, I will be alone, I will be, kind of, completely, like, worn out. So what happens then? So I go deep into that fear. And then suddenly, I found, that if that happens, what really is bothering me is to really find that fear, go deep into the fear, and realize it. That is that fear real? Because, as I asked that question, I came to that is that real? And I said, no, that is not real. It's just the fear, means false evidence appearing real. So it is a false evidence appearing real. So fear is FEAR, that is false evidence appearing real. And that was exactly what happened. And I discovered that by asking these questions 5 times, and found that that's not real. That's unreal. That is false. So if that is false, then why to worry? Because if it is false, then that is not true. Then why are we worrying about it? So this is really, very interesting discovery I have done, and I apply this process, many times. Whenever there is this kind of a challenge or a fear or anxiety, then I use this technique, and it works. Please try this out and see what you get. Got to go down into the fear or that anxiety and worries, asking this question, 5 times, 6 times. Go deep into it, and then you will realize that is that true? Is that fear true or false? If it is not true, if it is false, then why are we worrying today, right? So yeah, discover for yourself. And I found the solution that, my wife and, we just, like, oh, okay, if that is not true, then why worry? And then that fear of losing the relationship went away. And, I became, very, like, I started, laughing about it. And then I created a new possibility in my life. And, things got really very peaceful and joyful, and uh, I would say loving. So it was very loving relationships, very, very respectful, and with lots of love and happiness. So this is a big change, and that is the technique to use. Okay, so that is technique number one. Then technique number two. So the second one I would say is, um, you know, use the power of your mind, right? So I'm a mindfulness coach, and I would say there is our mind. It is the very powerful, machine. And I mean, it is a powerful computer, I would say. It's a very powerful computer. So all the thoughts that create your reality, and also ultimately your destiny. So whatever thoughts you are coming or that create your reality outside, and ultimately your destiny. So whatever you think, act, and feel, that is your personality. So that becomes your personality, and that is becomes your personal reality then. So how to use this power of the mind? You see, so let me tell you how the brain works. So brain works, there are certain waves, there are, like, because of the neuroplasticity, the brain's ability is to change. So when you are, when you are thinking, and when you are, like, there is a brain waves are there, and there are five different types of brain waves. So there is alpha waves. I mean, sorry, start with beta. So beta waves, then alpha, then theta, then delta, and then gamma. So these five different brain waves are always, going from one to another, to another. So beta is the analytical mind. So, all that what is you are doing all the time is through analytical mind, where it thinks, analysis, and then, all the evaluations, and then making the decision. Everything is in that beta, high frequency mind waves. So from beta, then if you slow down, that is alpha. So when your thoughts are a little bit settled, slowing down, and that state, the brain waves are in alpha state. Then from alpha, if you go further slowing down, it goes to theta. So theta is slower frequency. And then delta is when you sleep, which is, very, when you are in deep sleep, you are in delta wave pattern. Then there is a gamma waves, which is high, very high frequency, even higher than beta. But then it is awakened state of being. So that is a stage when you are really in a high frequency mode, but very, very, like, enlightened people. They go into those uh, brain wave patterns of gamma waves. So when you are, this is, see, the power of mind is tremendous. So how you can use this, power? is what, so you got to change your being, your state of being. Now, when you are in the state of being where you are in the lower vibrations, so you are in the fear, you are in resistance, you are in anxiety, you are in worries, you are in, grief, you are in distress, you are in sadness. These are all lower vibrations, and that is a scarcity mind. There is a survival mind. So when you are in that, vibrations, lower vibrations, your brain is in that survival mode, in that scarcity mindset. But then our other mind, which is abundance mindset, where you have all like happiness, love, joy, inner peace, blissfulness, and you are in like, in that creation mode. You are always in that creativity. So when you are in that creation mode, you can experience freedom. There is no constraint, there is no constraint of anything. There is a freedom. There is abundance, abundance of everything. You have too much. You have so much that your cup is full, and you want to give to others. You want to contribute to others' life. And you want to like really, you have so much of everything. You have so much of abundance that you are not in that scarcity mind, or lack and the fears and all that. So this is a powerful mind and state of being. So instead of doing and doing, we are always constantly doing something. When you change from that doing to non-doing, so there is a science of non-doing, and that is being in your true self, being your authentic, understanding where is your being, your true self, your authentic true self. And then you are connected to the source, that higher source. And that source will always give you all the happiness, all the bliss, all the joy, and, happiness, all the love, gratitude. So you get all this by connecting to your true self, to your higher self and the universe. And when you change that, your being, the state of being, by practicing, this, the meditation, the mindfulness, which will change your being. So your survival level being to this abundance mindset being, the whole transformation occurs, and that will open up everything. So let me give you an example here, okay? So the real life example, we had I'm a business owner for 30 plus years, and we had one very a very large volume customer, and for many years, and there was a quality claim. So there was some products did not do the proper installation in the field, and that customer came with a big claim, so quality claim. And then we had to recall the products, and there was some manufacturing error, and so it did not function well. So customer really got upset, and we had this. I came, I was in fear of losing that customer, and so we had that customer for almost 20 plus years, and now we are going to lose them. So there was a fear of losing the customer. And all our team members, all the staff, everybody was fearful that, oh, if this customer really gets angry, and if they are upset about this situation, how will we handle it? If we cannot solve it, then we might lose that customer. So we will lose that relationship, which we had developed over the years. And losing that relationship is not a happy moment. It was very fearful. It was anxieties and worries and sadness. Everything was there. But I used this power of my mind. So I did all that practice of using that power of the mind, and from from that, thinking about the past and really you know living in the present. So the moment you move from the past to the present, that moment, everything shifts. And that is the practice one can do, is using the power of mind by, rather than, by the science of non-doing, where you can achieve the shift in your mind, in your thoughts, in your feelings, and then create the new opportunities, new possibilities. And we did that. We really worked on it and changed our state of being. So from that survival state of being to the abundance state of being. So change from there to here, change the whole perspective, and change of that being, because then there was no fear. That fear was gone. And that fear gone means, there was a freedom. There was a relief. We had the relief, like, there was a burden on your shoulder, that, oh man, we will lose this customer, we will going to lose the relationship, we are going to lose the, all the production, and all that inventory and everything will be lost, in the relationship will be lost, and the fear was really high. But when I use the power of mind and change your state of being from lower vibrations, from that negativity to the positivity, and the creation mind, creation mode, everything changes, man. And then we changed the whole, like, communication. We made some good conversations with them, understood what their difficulties and their issues, and came from that abundance mindset, and the whole thing changed. They appreciated our method, our approach, and we could resolve the situation, resolve that issue in a very, very positive way. And that customer is so happy now, even after 20 plus years. They are with us, and they our relationship became more stronger, because of this change in being. The state of being was changed, and they appreciated it, and we are again very happy, and became successful in our relationship. So that's really powerful, that our relationship, we did not lose. It was like, we were going to lose the relationship. We are losing the customer. But now, instead, we have a very good relationship. We have a stronger relationship. We did not lose it. And also, we, mm, you know, we could retain that customer for a long, long time. So that's really a very good technique. And this is what we can learn together. And that is what I teach also in my coaching sessions, to transform and how to become, that how to use the power of the mind. And that mind is having all those kind of, power that can be created. So that's really the power of mind technique. So we can use that one and, transform our life into success, in joy, in that, peace, and, power, and, love and gratitude. When you are so much on peace and freedom and gratitude, you will be always in that gratitude feeling. You are ready to receive from the universe and also ready to give them. So you give them out and you receive them. So giving and receiving happens in that moment of joy, in that moment of freedom, in the moment of love, in the moment of gratitude. So very, very powerful and profound experiences in my life by practicing these techniques, and hope you like it and use them. And please make any comments or leave any comments here on my channel, and I would respond to them. And also, if you like the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and you will get more updates and new content what we are creating here. So yeah, please subscribe to the channel if you like it, and we will see you in the next video. Okay, so thank you for watching again, and see you in the next video. Okay, thank you. Bye.